If you're a startup business, you definitely need to see this. Did you know that the leading cause of small business failure is the lack of capital, meaning lack of money? And rent is typically one of the largest expenses of any business. If you're going to spend money on rent, make sure your rental space is working for you. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make your business not only survive, but thrive by picking the right commercial space for your startup business. Hi everyone, I'm Kavita Korbhatia, founder of Acreage Real Estate. I specialize in the sales and leasing of commercial property. One of the first things that people do when they get ready to lease a space is jump online or hop in their car and start driving around the neighborhood looking for that perfect spot. Before you do that, you need to arm yourself with knowledge to make an informed decision when picking your first commercial space. I'm about to share with you key points to consider before you start your search. First, what is the asset that best matches your business use? In the commercial leasing world, there are three main asset types: retail, office, industrial. Retail are what we call the brick and mortar stores that accommodate the sales of products and services directly to consumers. These include strip malls and shopping centers, which are typically located on main travel routes and offer signage visibility, which allows for greater possibility of walk-in clientele. And therefore, they are ideal for businesses such as a coffee shop, a nail salon, a barber shop, or even a dental office. However, if you're an accountant, architect, or a lawyer, you're not typically dependent on walk-in clientele for your business, but you do need a functional workspace. You may need a conference room for meeting with clients, private offices for employees, and a waiting area for your clients to wait in until you're ready to meet them. Then what you should be looking at is an office space, and therefore you should be searching office buildings in your area. The third asset type is industrial. Warehouses and flexible spaces come under this category. Industrial spaces offer large storage space with high ceilings and also have a small office or a showroom area. They also come with loading docks for ease of loading and unloading boxes and pallets. If you're in the business of wholesaling, distribution of products, or manufacturing, this is the asset type for you. The advantage to matching the asset type with your business use is that the assets already provide certain features and construction that can benefit your business operations. Essentially, you're not trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. And there's another advantage. Generally, if you match your business use with the correct asset type, then most likely you will be compatible with the city zoning in which the business use is allowed in. What do I mean by that? Every business owner has to go to the local city government office in the city the business is located in to get a business license before they can operate. Your local city zoning dictates in which geographical area certain business activities, and therefore the assets that house those activities, are permitted. Therefore, generally matching the asset type with your business use will give you the best chance of qualifying for a business license in that location. Here, I must highlight that before you sign a lease or even submit an offer to lease a space, please check with your local city community development or planning department to verify if this business is allowed at the location you're interested in leasing by providing them the address. Local cities are generally more than eager to help in answering this question. Another service the community development or planning department offers is helping you decipher what asset type and zoning you should be looking at in case you're not sure. They're an excellent resource and are always eager to guide. You can also talk to the economic development department to learn more about the benefits of doing business in that city. Now this brings us to another point to consider. Sometimes getting a business license at a location of your choice is not a matter of yes or no. You may have a business use that requires special approvals or a conditional use permit, which can be a costly and lengthy process. Check with the city if the use is possible in a different zone without a CUP. Certain uses, such as a liquor store, a bar, a tattoo shop, or even churches or a place where a large number of people assemble, may require a conditional use permit or a special permitting process regardless of the zoning. Think of it as the city needs more information on your business activity and operations before an approval or a non-approval can be given. Yes, there is a chance that a CUP application is denied. Talk to your city about their conditional use permit fees and processes before you apply for it. Now that we discussed everything to know about asset types, let's move on to other factors to consider when looking for a space. Consider demographics, especially for retail uses. Knowing who your primary clientele is will help you figure out what geographical area to look for. If your business activity caters to people with disposable income, then you may want your search in a mid to high income area. On the other hand, if you offer services at a discount, such as a 99-cent store, then you may want a mid to lower income area. Knowing the median age, population density, spending habits within a region can increase your chances of success. If you look at franchises, most of them have a very good idea what their customer base's income level, age, and spending habits are. And therefore, any area with a strong presence of that customer base will become the primary market they seek locations in. Also, traffic count may be a great factor to see how strong a location can be for you. If you can get signage on a street traveled by 20,000 vehicles per day versus a location with 10,000 vehicles per day, then that higher count of cars could mean more publicity and more chances of walk-in clientele. If you're a warehouse operator and consistently ship and receive products, you may want to be close to freeways or main highways. If you're a business that depends on staff presence, then you may want to consider where most of them reside and pick a location that is closer to their home. Your commercial agents and Google Maps can be a great resource for this information. At this point, also figure out your space needs. What is the amount of space you need to run your operations? Be very cautious in determining this. Too much space could mean paying more rent than what your business can support, and too little space can limit how much your business can grow. Try your best to find what is the right size for your business. One way to solve this is to do a shorter 1 to 3 years lease so that you have a chance to figure out if the space size and location is right for you. We've now discussed asset types, zoning, demographics, and geographical location. Now let's discuss budget. How much rent can you afford every month and still keep the lights on of your business and your residence? Start by putting a budget together of the initial investment. Aside from the cost of furniture, fixtures, and equipment, figure out how much working capital you need to cover your current and short-term financial obligations. This should include payroll, rent, cost of goods, utilities, and whatever else you need to keep the business running. Talk to a business planner to help you put a business plan together. Now for the real estate part of it. Figure out how much will it cost for building out your space. For example, if you're starting a restaurant, have an estimate of the cost of a kitchen build-out. You may want to consider looking at second-generation restaurant spaces. This refers to restaurant spaces that have gone dark. This will help you save on the build-out costs. Always check the mechanicals, electricals, and plumbing to make sure they are operational and meet your needs. If you're an office user, consider what features you need in the space to make it functional for you. Perhaps you have 2 staff members, each needing their own office, plus a conference room and a small break room. Consider searching for offices that may have existing floor plan that meets your need to save on building costs. If you're an industrial user, figure out the office or showroom layout portion of your space. Just like an office user, you may need a couple of private offices for staff members and a break room in addition to the warehouse storage space. Now, we get to the question of how much rent can you afford each month? Most of you will say, well, that's an easy answer, Kavita. I want my rent as low as possible. And while that's a perfectly great answer, what is low as possible for what you need? Here's where a commercial real estate agent can be a huge asset to you. Ask your commercial agent for lease comparable rates of the asset type you need in the geographical area of focus and the size you need. This will help you determine a realistic rent budget, and you can work this into your business plan. You're now prepared to jump online or hop in your car and go find that perfect spot. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to learn more about commercial leasing, please subscribe to us. And don't forget to press like if you enjoyed this video.